Good morning. Are you Janetta Pugh?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the what?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the beneficiary of what estate? Answer my question.
There. All right. Before this case even begins, the judge is already establishing something critical: authority. He's not debating. He's not reacting emotionally. He wants clarity. Who are you, and why are you legally relevant to this estate? In a courtroom, identity is not about confidence or personality. It's about standing, documentation, and lawful authority. Courts don't operate on theories or vibes. They operate on roles. And when the judge asks a direct question, Miss Pugh avoids giving a direct answer. That hesitation becomes the first red flag. You can almost feel the shift in the room as the judge realizes something isn't lining up.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand.
Beneficiary of that estate.
Okay. What's the announcement?
Judge, it's my understanding that Ms. Pugh and her family has retained an attorney on this matter. You may, I don't know if you remember, Judge, this is when I was originally appointed on, and we were on the trial docket. She hired a new attorney at that point, Mr. Norwood, who was on the case for a while and then withdrew. And once recently, when the case came back to me, I visited with her and was told that they did retain another attorney. I was given the name of Christopher Wiley this morning, but I have not heard from him. And my understanding is that at this point still hasn't filed anything with the court.
Okay.
But I've been told that that's who's supposed to be taking over the case.
Okay.
For the record, I recognize Ms. Pugh. She's been here before.
I do as well, for the record.
And I looked into Mr. Christopher Wiley. I can't find that person as a practicing lawyer in the state bar page, and I have not.
Then comes the turning point. The judge checks the state bar registry to verify the supposed attorney representing her. What he finds changes everything. The attorney doesn't exist, not suspended, not inactive, completely non-existent. That's not a minor oversight. That's a legal wall. In a courtroom, if your lawyer isn't licensed, they are legally no one. They have no authority, no standing, and no right to represent you. At that moment, the judge's patience visibly drops. This is no longer confusion. This is a serious procedural issue.
Contacted by anybody on Ms. Pugh's behalf.
All right. So, Ms. Pugh, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you at this point. Obviously, you know as well as anyone that you're in custody and we want to get your case taken care of. If you've hired or your family has hired another lawyer, then they have to contact the court so that we can do something with your case. And do you know if they've hired someone?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree with your appointed foreign agents, considering that the first duty is to the state and will be considered conflict of interest. Your Honor.
Okay, so if you don't
Now the situation begins to unravel. She starts using language that sounds technical and powerful. Phrases about duty to the state, conflict of interest, and representation concerns. It sounds official. It sounds confident. But legally, it doesn't apply here. Court-appointed attorneys do not secretly work for prosecution. They represent the defendant. The argument may sound convincing to someone outside the courtroom, but to a judge, it's hollow. Judges instantly recognize when legal terminology is being used incorrectly, and with every confident statement, her position becomes weaker.
to help you, right? So if you don't want a court-appointed attorney, then your only option, two things. One is to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer. So if you don't like the way it works, then you do something different. So are you, listen to what I'm saying. Are you either going to represent yourself? Or are you going to let Mr. Lewis represent you? Or are you going to hire someone?
Objection, Your Honor. Respectfully, is this a court of record?
It is a court of record. So your objection's overruled.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
It's right here. It's called an indictment.
Then the judge says a word that carries serious legal weight. Indictment. That single word shifts the tone completely. An indictment means a grand jury has already reviewed the evidence and found probable cause. The case has already passed an important legal threshold. This isn't a debate or a philosophical argument. It's criminal procedure. When the judge says, "It's right here," that's courtroom shorthand for process has already moved forward. The discussion she's trying to have is no longer relevant.
Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, there were writs that was filed to the case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus and it's denied.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel defective defense.
It's overruled.
Okay.
You're running out, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
So here's the thing, Ms. Pugh. I appreciate your position, but listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Ms. Pugh, don't speak over me.
Respectfully, Your Honor, for my incarceration.
Ms. Pugh,
Finally,
just because you
everything collapses in one small moment. She says, respectfully, but interrupts the judge while saying it. In a courtroom, that doesn't strengthen your position. It weakens it. The judge isn't denying her rights. He's enforcing courtroom order. Courts function on structure, timing, and proper filings. You don't win legal battles by speaking louder or sounding confident. You win them by filing motions, presenting lawful arguments, and respecting procedure. Confidence without legal foundation always falls apart. And in this courtroom, that's exactly what happened.
everything you have there is overruled. And here's one of the reasons why, is because you have a lawyer. And your lawyer will file the appropriate motion. You're interrupting me again, which is disrespectful. So I'm going to leave Mr. Lewis as your attorney unless you choose to represent yourself or hire someone else. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to determine what you're going to do. You can go back. You can go back with the bailiff.
I do not agree or comply to your appointed.
Go back.
Agents.
You already said that, and that's overruled.
Is to the state.
Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it.